Hey guys, you're watching the very first installment of my brand new series entitled Runescape Tips of the Week. In this series, I plan on showcasing a few tips every episode that will hopefully prove useful to you at some point while you're playing RuneScape. These tips will usually consist of clever methods or uses for items or abilities, though there really are no limitations. If you want to send in a tip for this series, just comment below or send me a YouTube message. If I pick your tip, I will give you credit and will place a link to your channel on screen and in the description. For this episode, I chose a few things that generally aren't known by the majority of RuneScape players right now. My first tip is the unlimited prayer trick. To do this, you must go to Daemonheim and buy either a twisted bird skull necklace, a split dragon tooth necklace, or a demon horn necklace. You also must buy a bone crusher. Once you've done so, equip your necklace and go to any monster that drops bones. If you kill this monster at any decent rate, you'll have unlimited prayer and will never have to drink a prayer potion. As you can see here, every time I kill a Dagonoth, I gain 100 prayer points. Even with both Turmoil and Soul Split on, I gain prayer points in the long run. This is especially useful for certain Slayer tasks, as the non-stop combat boost from prayer will definitely save time. The second tip for this video is the resonance ability and how to use it effectively. What this ability does is it causes the next hit you receive within 6 seconds to heal you instead of harm you. To get the highest heals, you'll need to be at some of the highest hitting monsters. This means that resonance is extremely good at bosses like Nex or the Kalphite King. The only problem is that when you're at these bosses, you'll typically be using a protection prayer which reduces damage received by 50%. To ensure you get the highest heal from resonance, simply flash your prayer off every time you use it. Doing so will make resonance heal you twice as much. Here are a few clips of me using resonance at Nex. As you can see, I activate resonance with my V key and then turn off prayers, healing a ton. If done correctly, resonance often heals more than a rocktail can, which will make you last much longer at boss trips. My third and final tip for this video is weapon poison. Before the evolution of combat, weapon poison was used on weapons to apply permanent poison to it. Now, clicking weapon poison will instead poison all of your ranged and melee weapons for 10 minutes. Every time you attack something during those 10 minutes, there will be a chance of poisoning them. Even once a target is poisoned, there will still be that same chance of re-poisoning them and doing the full poison damage. The amount of damage your poison does depends on your weapon. A chaotic maul and royal crossbow, for example, hit in the 300s but are slow, while a rapier is a faster weapon and hits in the 100s. This seems balanced because a slow weapon will have less chances of re-poisoning the target. Weapon poison does seem like a very useful thing to use on Slayer tasks. I guess it speeds up a task by up to 5%. In addition, it isn't too costly and one flask will last a whole hour. That's all the tips for this episode. Please suggest your own and I'll give you credit next video if I decide to use it. Thanks for watching.